And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And pitching here today, Garrett Whitlock. What do you have on him, Chris?
The primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Josh Rojas leading things off and takes a strike. That's off the mark, and that's ball one. Rojas
1 ball, 1 strike.
with a homer in his last game.
That's a ball.
Tap foul at the plate. Fly ball to right. Abreu. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a bouncer. On the run, sends it over to first. Roll picked out of the dirt, body save.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
1 gone, runner at first. Stepping in, Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. And he deals. Ball 1 there.
That's in.
Slater over at first with 1 away.
Well,
with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating base.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Back inside Fenway Park. Today's starting pitcher, Bryce Wilson.
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement. So he still has to mix in his other offerings. He can't just rely on that cutter. Otherwise, hitters will start diving at it.
In the air, left side. Benintendi in position. Makes the grab, 1 away. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Devers now. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Not in time. He's safe.
Boog, you got to move your feet as footwork is so important on those pickoff throws over to first. And can be a little easy to get twisted up and throw across your body, and he didn't have much of a lead over there at all, so I doubt he was trying to do anything more than just keep him honest, which makes that error hurt even more.
Ground ball to the right side. And Devers is set down.
Batting fourth, first baseman
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There's a swing and a drive. And that is a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Fought off foul. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So here's Robert now.
Jr.
That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. Line drive and foul ball. Whitlock ready to fire now. That's a little bit low.
That's a ball.
Line drive caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 down, bases empty. And now Lenny Sosa. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That's ripped to right down the line. And it goes foul. Just foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Just
No, that
misses the
missed. That's
mark
the ball.
outside the zone. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the
Leading
second.
off
And
for
stepping
the
in for
Red
Boston,
Sox,
Alex
second
Bregman.
baseman, Alex Bregman.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Batting 6, shortstop, number 21.
Now it's the shortstop, Danny Lee. 2 for 9 so far in the series. The shortstop
that's
takes the
inside.
ball. No score here in the second. Pitch misses
Ball.
there. Now 2-0. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Batting
Put a
seven,
really nice
right
balanced
fielder,
swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
In the air, right field. Taylor ranging back. Nabs it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. And now the catcher
Batting
comes up
8,
to him.
catcher,
Connor Wong.
Connor
He's been on
Wong.
fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And a foul ball. That one out to right. Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in Boston,
Leading
top
off
half
for
of the
White
third
Sox,
inning. Now here is
shortstop,
Brooks Baldwin. Whitlock back to work. And a foul ball.
You know, these White Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Matt Thies comes up to hit here. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Outside low. And that is ball 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. One down, base is empty. Swinging a grounder foul first base side. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Michael A. Taylor will hit next. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No ball.
Top of the
1
third,
strike.
no score. Right through there for a strike. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Wong brings it in, and that's the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Back here in Boston, set for the bottom of the third, and now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
That one down the line. Rojas throws on to first. One up, one down.
Now batting left fielder, Jaron Duran.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now the left fielder, Jaron Duran. He's 0 for 1. Pulls that one foul. On a line out towards center. Coming on Robert, and he's there.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. You can kiss it goodbye. Third home run of the season, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now it's Devers at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to the fourth, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Josh Rojas. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Just missed.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's outside.
2-2.
Out to short, Lee. Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Austin Slater stands in. Reached on an infield single his first time. Pitch is in there. 0-1. Slater, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-2.
Liner, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
So up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. He hit into a double play his first time up. There's the strike at the knees. Just missed. White Sox down a run. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a 1-2. Out to short. Sneaks through. Base hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Robert in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back. Into the monster seats and gone. He sends a rocket to left. And they tack on 3. It's 3-1.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over. Stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
One down. Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He's 0 for 1. And that drops in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. Bounced up the middle. Bregman handles. Tosses to first, and Benintendi is out. And up next for Chicago, Lenny Sosa. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the ground to third. Jumps, throws. Nicely done for the out. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
First baseman Tristan Casas.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's back there. Bang! His second homer this series. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Foul ball there.
You know, these Red Sox, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And Benintendi able to make the grab. And there's one away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Danny Lee. Doubled his first time up. Popped up. Baldwin makes the grab. 2 down.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. Hauls it in on the warning track. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on The Show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a ground ball. Jump throw. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Matt Thaiss, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. And that one in the air center field. Rafaela going back on this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Michael A. Taylor. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Fenway Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Swing and a bouncer towards third. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedar.
Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. First time up, he grounded to third. In the air, right side. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play, but man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Now pitching.
Greg Weisser comes on now. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Greg Weisser.
Here's Josh
Leading off
Rojas.
for the White Sox, third baseman, Josh Rojas.
And that's in there at the knees. Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. Now one gone at the top of the 6th.
Austin Slater.
So digging in, Austin Slater. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. And it's off the green monster. Throws to second and in there with a double off the wall.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now here is Andrew Vaughn, and he takes a strike. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. And a good eye there.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Slater, the runner at second with one away. Line to left. And foul ball. On the ground to third, Devers. The throw to first, and there's two down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Now batting.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. He really made his presence felt back in the fourth inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
There's the strike. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. That's inside. Runner at second, two down. In the dirt, but kept close. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. That one missed.
Full count.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone. The White Sox lead one, but they're up 3-2. Back now at Fenway. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Masataka Yoshida. Wilson back to work. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. That's too low. Ball one. And Devers hits that one. Robert hauls it in, and there's two away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Tristan Casas digs in now. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it 3-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Andrew Benintendi.
And there's a base hit to left. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now at the plate, Lenny Sosa. That's out to center field. Rafaela makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Brooks Baldwin.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Right through there for a strike.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just
That's the
missed.
ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground right side. 4, 6,
Let's go.
3,
No,
but he beats it.
he's in there.
Good hustle, and the inning continues. Now it's the White
Now
Sox
batting,
catcher, Matt Theis.
Matt Theis.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's
0-1.
not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Baldwin off of first with 2 away. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Good eye
That's a
right
ball.
there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
Throw to first. Baldwin back in on a dive. Pitch
got a full
misses,
count.
and that's ball 3. Good job to fight that one off. So now 2
your
on
base, ball 4.
and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Now batting,
and
right
walked the
fielder,
hitter. Man, you got
Michael
to
A.
challenge the
Taylor.
guy with the fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the.
Pitching for the Red
And Liam
Sox.
Hendricks will take over
Number
on the mound.
31.
Hard-throwing Australian.
Liam
And this could be a
Hendricks.
pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Taylor in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That's ripped into the outfield. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. White Sox strand a couple, but they still lead at 3-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Anderson.
These are the spots relievers
Now pitching
really make a
for
name for
Chicago.
themselves. Late
Number
and
60.
close. There's not much
Justin
margin for error, but at
Anderson.
the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Bregman swings through it for strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cam Boozer getting ready to go. Swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders.
0-2.
Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Center field. Robert under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu.
Abreu.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I
Now
think he tried to do a little bit
catcher,
too much. Sometimes
Connor
those eyes can
Wong.
get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Ready to begin the eighth.
Leading off
Down to
for
third
the White
baseman,
Sox,
Josh
third baseman,
Rojas.
Josh Rojas.
And a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
That's in there. Going to count 1-2.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
And down on strikes. 1 down. At the plate, Austin Slater. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball, Casas. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman,
2 down, bases
Andrew
empty.
Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you
0-1.
really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Next offering is down low. And that is out of play.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Flares it into the outfield. Hauls it in to end the inning. White Sox going with a new arm. Cam Boozer. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. So digging in, Cedar Rafaela. 1 for 2.
Center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
Out to center. Robert moves under it. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron
Now here's the Red
Duran.
Sox leadoff hitter, Jaron Duran. 0 for 3 in this one. Little chopper rolls foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that's in for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Into center. Robert makes the play. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Offense held in check there through 8 full. It's the White Sox 3 and the Red Sox 2. We go to the 9th, and now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Hendricks back to work. And a strike in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just missed. Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
The 0-1. And there's a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right field. Abreu moving under this one. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Lenny
2 outs,
Sosa.
base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. And first offering is fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the White Sox 3. Penn Murphy comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull
Now
that
batting,
off.
third
So stepping in for
baseman,
Boston, Tristan Casas. He's already homered here in this one. Inside, and that's ball 1.
That's a ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
1-run game, bottom 9. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And there's a ball.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Alex Bregman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's one down. He's 2 outs
Now
away.
batting,
Alex
second
Bregman
baseman,
up next for the Red
Alex
Sox.
Bregman.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Throws to first in time, and they get Bregman for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear
Now
down, make the
batting,
pitch, get the
number
ground
21.
ball. Excellent piece of work.
Last out for the Red Sox in this one. Danny Lee up next for the Red Sox. Trying to deliver as the hero.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
This could end it. In the dirt, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Dice gathers, throws to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
3-2 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
My dreams.